Alright. Bum, 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 bum. Whoa, there's a lot of vines growing from there. It's unfortunate there's no mint in Minecraft to make a good sauce for it. True! That needs some mutton and mint sauce? Yeah. Sounds delicious.
I almost just threw myself into the void trying to get back to the
Oh
village.
no, in too much of a hurry.
It's just such a habit now. Whenever I see a cliff, I'm like, I could be jumping off of that.
It'll make me go faster if I yeet myself off of there.
Mm-hmm. The power of fast travel. It corrupts.
Power of fast travel. Yeah, true. It really like has like warped the way I play like on this server. I'm like, I think I might just throw myself in the void to get there. Not I.
Whoops.
Did yours? Oh no.
I know how to work this game. I know how to play this game. I can travel. I can travel to from
Resident Minecraft streamer. I think it's communal. So you're good.
We have truly embraced communism here.
Or I mean, I have been taking it, so. It grows.
I mean, you're the only one with morals.
Yeah, I am the resident moral compass. I don't know if it's the compass is like definitely not worth anything, but it does point in a direction.
It sure exists.
It may not be anybody else's direction, and it may not make any sense, but
To be fair.
August beloved. I agree. August beloved. Words from your murderer in chat. No, exactly. Compass pointing northeast, which is close enough to north. Yeah, that feels like a right for Gawain.
This is where we've been.
Compass pointing like where you're culturally told that north is, so like close enough to actual north, right?
It's like it's right around there. It's...
Yeah. Okay, when you reappear, do you wanna be?
Yeah. Okay. Wait.
Hmm?
I see you around the horizon. I'm coming around the horizon.
Hello.
Hello. How are you on this fine night? This fine day.
Well, I was just doing some research and contemplation, you know.
Contemplation, adding to the memory board. Which
Yes.
you know, we should add more to the memory board.
We should. I need to tell more of you. I think I should put up a sign out at spawn about it.
Sad about your home? Make yourself sadder. Start pining today.
Well, I mean, maybe not quite to that tenor, but similar. Hang on. Would you mind waiting here for a minute? I just need to pop something into the basement.
Yeah, no problem. I will just look into the eyes of your baby zombie.
Yes, I do. I'm hoping to be able to cure that one.
One day he'll grow up and I'll kill him just like I killed the rest of his family.
I would prefer if you didn't, but you know, it is a nice thought. Are you any good with bows?
I can certainly try.
I've purchased a quantity of arrows of healing from some of the villagers, and
Nice.
I've been thinking I need to brush up on my archery so that I could put them to use in our next void
That
expedition.
sounds counterproductive.
Well, apparently they work.
Let me shoot you with this bullet. All of a sudden you feel better now.
I assume that they're coated in some sort of healing enchantment or potion.
I wonder if repairing the arrow wound is the first thing it has to do, and if it wasn't stabbed into you, it would be more effective.
Maybe you just need to be very lightly shot for it to work. Scratch.
Lightly shot. How do you lightly shoot someone?
I don't know. I'm not a
Like
master
you
with
pull
a
it
bow.
back halfway. You're like, hang on, let me just Let me just prick you for a sec.
I think that might just break your bow.
You don't even need the bow. You just hold up the arrow and you just keep walking until you like lightly cut across the person's stomach.
Poke, poke.
Oh,
Poke.
right, yes. Speaking of the Void expedition and Void time
Yes.
and good times with Void, which went great, by the way. Excellent idea.
Thank you. It was a little bit more lethal than I had planned for, but
Initially anticipated, yes.
next time I think if we go better supplied.
I expected to die, and then I did. So really it worked out as intended and expected.
Correct. I still prefer us not to die.
Right, whatever. Anyway, I have acquired an artifact.
An artifact?
Oh yes, an artifact. It's either a gift or a threat, maybe both. Probably both.
That's my favorite
Mostly a
kind of gift. A gift or a threat?
A gift or a threat?
What is it?
That's a great question. Mostly a bomb, I think.
A bomb? Like TNT?
Yep. No. It's more fun than that.
Alright, I'm interested. Assuming
I'm just
I
gonna
can use this. There we go.
I've been spending the last bit of time sequestered away.
I have
Doing a bit of a look-see on it. Yeah. I figured it should get the old curse breaker once over.
Well, I'm flattered. I'm always interested in seeing new things. It's not ticking or anything, is it?
It's primed.
Interesting.
Don't touch it.
I won't. That is the first thing they teach us in Cursebreaker training.
If there is an active bomb, do not... They were telling you the best, weren't they?
Yep, absolutely. Don't go sticking your fingers where if you don't know if they'll come back out.
What about somebody else's fingers, though?
Well, you're not generally supposed to be putting other people at risk. That's rather one of the tenets.
What about the corpse of other people's fingers? What if you have a dead dude, and the dead dude has fingers? Would you, for science, for magic, be able to cut off his hand and then stick it into something you didn't know was safe or not?
In theory, I don't know. I think that might count as desecration of the dead and be the kind of thing that can cause curses and other misalignments.
Have you ever tested a curse by throwing a dead body at it?
No. I've tested it with bones. But
Any different?
Bone generally, well, they're gotten through moral methods. Methods that involved the consent of the person whose bones they were.
What if someone donated their corpse? Like they had a little certificate and it's like, when I die, I want my body to be used for purposes involving the research of this world. Where is my food?
Do you need some? I have some.
Nope, I got it.
Great.
Oh, also,
Hmm?
Brian got a new outfit.
Oh, hello.
He felt very red. I
He's
look at
so
him and I
cute.
see, right? I see murder in his eyes.
He does have murder in his eyes. Do you have murder in your eyes? Oh yes, you have murder in your eyes.
I love him. Who's a go boy? Yes, you too, Scar. Don't look at me like that.
I love them. They're quite the pair.
You can also do lots of damage. You can kill lots of people. Yes, you can.
This is a value in a pet.
Well, I mean, I don't use the dogs for guarding, so someone's gotta pick up the slack.
I need an attack llama.
Yeah, Green almost killed me.
Oh god.
I fell out my own.
Oh no. Oops. Did you just fall out the window?
No, I'm back.
It's up further, right?
Oh yes. Come and join me in the viewing chamber. It's a
Oh.
proper viewing chamber now. There's something
Oh,
to look
my.
at that's not approximation of a light.
Remember when we first
Here.
met and I couldn't figure out how to get through the door?
Can you still not figure out how to get through the door? It's over here.
Oh, okay,
It's over
thank
here.
you.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
Oh. That is fascinating.
Behold the eldritch bomb floating in my lighthouse. Any initial thoughts?
It's mesmerizing.
It is very pretty. That is mostly what I have been doing, I have to admit.
I
come up here like, I'm gonna study this thing. I'm gonna make improvements in the field of science. And then mostly I just look at all the pretty, like, floating orb and the little letters and zone out.
well, have you discovered anything from that?
They're staring at the crystal of doom.
Yes.
I mean, discovered is a bit of a...
A loose word.
Yeah, it's a bit of a loose word. It implies some things. Remembered, I think, is more like it.
Remember, did you see things like this before?
Here, wait. I knew instantly that was a bomb.
Oh. In a memory kind of way.
Yes, and so from there, the next logical the next logical question to ask is why. So I must have seen it before. I must have worked with it before. I know not to touch it. You know how often I touch things if I don't know what they do?
That's true. That was your first instinct with the Wither Rose.
First instinct with everything, really, is a button. It's labeled "Do Not Press." I go, well, my ghost may have something to say about that.
Even this is not something you want to mess with.
This is tempting. It's still tempting. I see it floating down there, and I'm like, just give it a little bit of a hug, you know. See how much damage it does. How well?
It seems like it would... Interesting.
You've never seen anything like this before.
I have seen illustrations. I've heard of things like that. But no, I've never... It looks a little like the objects of power that enchanters and magic users and makers of destruction and weapons use in the old stories. The fragments of old magics pieced together from before the bone paths are as they are. The sort of thing that brought the world to ruin.
So even in your world with magic, that's the type of thing that gets the world destroyed?
Yes, a volatile.
Well,
thing.
that's which obviously is why it was gifted to me.
A volatile gift for a volatile person.
Exactly.
But that something like that could have secrets.
Yes, that's... Well, I've been writing it down, and I've been thinking of things, and... You know, I was a scientist before.
Sorry?
I mean, like, I was a scientist before.
Yeah.
Before I was at Haven. I grew up around scientists. I did research before.
Oh, well, I think I surmised as much, but I've never heard you say it outright.
These questions feel familiar.
Like this was
I
what
feel
you
like
studied?
or something along these lines. They took that when they exiled me.
They
Yeah.
took it.
Mm-hmm. Or, well, that's what I presume.
How did they
The
take
board
it?
could have taken it also, but I feel like I would have done something about that if I had it.
How did they took it like the void took everyone else's memories?
Well, it might not be the same process.
They just took away memories of your research?
Oh, speaking of memories and looking in void, can you lead me back down to the void shafts? The one where you found the altar. Your altar. Your old world altar.
I can.
I looked at it after you did, and I was done with my little impromptu destruction session. And I saw something interesting.
Oh? Yeah, of course. So give me a second to get my bearings.
Okay.
Okay, we need to go back to, the spawn village, and then we can get there from there. Oh, if we get on Haven's Highway, that should take us back.
Alright, yeah.
I haven't been down there since our expedition.
Well then, hang on. Let me put on I do have some gear.
Oh.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, I left some of my... Oh, wait, no, I have all of mine. Good.
Well set.
I need to thank Bird again. They gave me this.
I haven't met Bird yet.
Oh, they're quite lovely.
You think we get along?
Well...
So that's a no.
It's not a no. I was considering. They're... I think that they like known quantities. And I'm not sure that you'll let yourself be known in a way that could, They seem to evaluate the world in terms of threats and allies and those manner of things. And I don't think that I don't get the sense that they like things that they can't know wholly.
Where did you go?
I was just taking a long time in the water spout.
Oh, okay, I was gonna be like, did it eat you?
I despawned. I took a trip all the way back to the bone paths, in fact.
Visiting them mentally. Otter, do you think of me as an unpredictable quantity?
I mean, well, it's true. But I don't see you as a threat. But I think that Bird tends to be cautious. Kind of a bit like Sleep, actually, but in a more friendly way.
There's a friendliness aspect to the amount of cautious you are.
Well, I mean, they found me and then they protected me, and they've protected everyone that I've seen them meet since.
That is quite nice.
So that's, I don't think that they think of people as enemies.
So they're protecting you at the same time they're searching for danger, like sizing up everyone as a possible opponent.
Exactly. Or at least, I don't know, I've never seen them treat a person as a threat outright. But they certainly are always looking at avenues of attack, that sort of thing.
I suppose it's only a matter of time.
I mean, I would not like to see the two of you be at odds.
I'm talking about with me specifically.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. It does seem like... I don't know. We're so alone here. Maybe there could simply not be conflict.
I think being alone here is part of what's going to make there be conflict.
It's the isolation.
Yeah. Like old studies where they kept like 2 or 3 people in the same room.
That's
By
true.
the end of them, they were always trying to kill each other.
Well, I've certainly heard stories from waypoints. Oh, God, I almost fell in a pit like that. But, I mean, we're not exactly trapped. I guess we are trapped. We're trapped, but we have a very long leash.
We have a much bigger cage. But that doesn't change the fact that some people are still going to think of it as a cage.
Do you think it's a cage?
No, it's a world. Reducing it to
world.
cage is simplistic.
That's true.
Arrogant, almost. Like, oh, your whole world is in a cage, but this one is just because what? It's got more accessibility.
The Bone Paths definitely was a cage well, if people knew that there was worlds like this out there and that they could just live,
They'd be gone?
I don't know if they'd be gone. I mean, I love the Bone Paths. They're my home, but a lot of people die.
What do you have left, you think? If there was a haven waiting for you.
I would have wanted to see how things... I would have wanted to see... I never imagined being able to see a world like this, and if I knew one existed, I certainly would have wanted to see what it was like. I wouldn't want to abandon the Bone Paths. I wouldn't have wanted to abandon the Bone Paths. But... because I had a duty there to everyone, but...
A responsibility.
Exactly.
To be fair, a responsibility is different than what you want to do. What is happening over here? Is this a better staircase? Did you build a better staircase?
No, I believe, I'm not quite sure, but I came down one day and it was here. I think that Jackdaw may have, after being our rather undignified method of getting them down into the void. Oh, I don't know why. I just autopiloted up here. Sorry, we need to go down into the void.
Here, hang on. I'm gonna set my spot.
Oh, good. I'm gonna do that as well.
Yeah, just in case, for when I inevitably plummet to my death. I know my own weakness.
Oh, confirmed. It was Jackdaw. Thank you so much. It looks beautiful. You've also... they made the path over so nice. I very much appreciate it. Sorry.
Staying somewhere out of a sense of responsibility is a lot different than staying somewhere because you'd want to. Would you want to stay?
I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about if my partner, my ghost, if I could bring them back tomorrow, if I found the secret to bringing them back, to making them whole once more.
They won the game.
It would be very nice to... I think they would like it here. It would be very nice to stay. We'd never seen anywhere like here.
They would have enjoyed the death-defying jobs.
Well, maybe not those exactly, but it's so green here. Things grow easily and you can walk without being afraid.
Do you think that maybe if you had gone far enough out there into your home... I'm sorry, I don't remember. I straight up don't remember where this is. You might have to...
Oh, sorry, yes, I will. I was just autopiloting. I will.
Autopilot murder.
Autopilot murder.
I thought you were a pacifist, Gawain.
Not when it comes to monsters. I do.
The definition.
Not when it comes to mobs?
Said monsters. The definition of a monster is a bit.
That's true. I'm against hurting people. I suppose the definition of person can be a bit contentious. Oh, motherfucker.
I've killed your assailant, Gawain.
Thank you for very chivalrous.
Oh no, a child!
Oh no! Also, hello, stranger! Welcome to chat. It is good to see you.
Every day death approaches on the horizon.
Every day death approaches on the horizon.
Whoops.
Oh no,
I mean,
you?
Not whoops. Not whoops. Nothing exploded. This path was always stone.
Just making a few modifications, no big deal.
Yeah, just, doing some stylistic choices. some architectural decisions.
I support all your architectural choices.
I just walked off in shame.
In shame of your cobblestone.
In shame of my ugly cobblestone path.
So sorry.
Alright, I'm back. Where are you?
Ah! Oh god, I really thought I could survive that. This is so funny. This is what I was like really afraid of happening when we were gonna do when we were gonna do the void stream. I was like, everyone's gonna die and we're never gonna get there.
We're just gonna fall into the abyss 1,000 times.
And then we like actually managed to get down here like pretty well. And I am mind you, I was mostly worried about my eye, but I would like fall 1,000,000 times and it would be very embarrassing. Okay, there we go.
Alright, bed.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
My favorite part about this area is the monsters sensing us and then just walking towards us and falling into the abyss. It's incredibly funny.
The pathfinding is absolutely unprecedented. Alright, let's see, which way is it? It's, I think it's this way. Oh yeah, it is, because this is the honey tower that somebody built. That Whimsy built. No, but sorry, you were saying, I was saying that, here is just, it's beautiful, it's easy living here in ways that the bone paths certainly are not, and...
You know how big your world was?
No, roughly, history was rather scrambled. I can estimate, but...
Do you think if, there was a team of you, broken off, sent to go and explore, eventually you'd come upon a place that wasn't post-apocalyptic?
Some place where the magics didn't get twisted?
Yeah.
Some place that wasn't cursed?
Some place that had magic, that didn't have magic, maybe.
Well, if there was such a place, I mean, that's... Do you remember the story that I told you and Oz and Amber and the others?
Yeah.
The first builder, the ghost, the wraith. That was kind of what... She built bone paths out into nothing in the hopes that people would be able to find something. So that's rather the hope.
Discouraging, then, I guess, that nobody ever did?
Yeah, I mean, we were always hoping. It was always a hope that we'd find someplace. But I suppose none of my predecessors ever had. I always hoped that we'd be able to find a master working, something that could... I mean, we have to work so carefully and so cautiously, unwinding all of the curses thread by thread. Something that would just unwind them all. Something that would fix things permanently. That's what I always was doing research into.
A secret answer? Something where... A magic spell where you just... I don't know. Right a few wrongs, and then everything would go back to normal?
Yeah, something of that description. Oh,
there's the altar.
Over here, yeah. Something, I mean, I didn't expect it to be easy, but they always wanted us to do things exactly along the way that we had always done them, and I thought we could figure out better ways. I don't know, it was a continual argument. Me and...
You said... Your ghost.
My ghost.
You said you had your names on this one. That's how you knew it was yours?
Yeah, it looks a lot like the altar of the place we were trained at.
Show me where you wrote your names.
Here. So you can see mine?
What do you see underneath it?
I mean, it's my name here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't read. I know there... There's a name there. I can't read it.
I mean, it is admittedly a bit smudged, but I mean, when I came down, I could make at least a guess as to what it said.
It looks... It hurts when I look at it.
Do you think that's the Void's fault? Do you think it took it? Do you think that's Haven's fault?
I think so. That's my guess. I mean, the Void took your memories of your past. It took other things from other people. It took Bird's flight and Amber's flight and memories. I have most of mine.
Yeah, the cost of entering into Haven. I wonder what would happen. Do you want to hear what it says?
I don't know. I don't know if I deserve to know.
Deserving has nothing to do with it. Do you want to know what it says? Would that be easier? Would that be better or worse for you?
I don't know. I don't know if Haven would let me hear it. And if I did...
Watch out!
Oh! Buddy. Oh, thank you.
I got you.
That would be rather then this altar would have faced the same end that my other altar did. I
mean, poetic of it.
The fall of all Cursebreaker monuments.
I feel like...
It's not the fall of all Cursebreaker monuments. Well, I suppose unless you wanted it to be, it could be the fall of all Cursebreaker monuments. We could blow this up. We could carve it out of this earth. We could destroy it. If that's what you wanted, of course.
I think that this...
I mean, even if it was exploded, if you chose to make more, it wouldn't be the end of them.
That's true. That's a lot of faith in one person. I don't know. I'm worried that this is all that's left of the bone paths. This is everything.
Are you not even a little bit glad that it's gone?
The only reason I would be
from
glad
what you told.
I would be glad if I didn't have to go back.
Yeah. Like from what you told me, there was only one person who was ever important to you there, and you have them with you.
That's true. But the rest, it's not that they were the only person who was important. I mean, everyone else...
They weren't the only person important in like a life sense, but they were the only person important to you. Would it really matter if your home was gone?
Everything that I am... Everything that I am is... It would be failure.
No. It wouldn't be failure. It would be like a... a new opportunity, a brand new beginning.
It's,
You could take the things that you wanted and get rid of the things that you didn't.
That's...
If you are what's left of a legacy, the whole thing is yours.
It's a terrible price to pay. That's a high price for me getting a new start.
Yes, well, nothing starts over without sacrifices.
You said that after you left yourself a note in the under chest,
Yes.
and you said
I was thinking of that too.
that maybe you had a notion that you'd perhaps chosen this intentionally, but to hurt yourself. What if... What if
Are you afraid you did? Are you afraid you did that?
I traded a world for
Traded a world for a new start?
peace? But that wouldn't make sense. If I'd traded a world for peace, I would have... My ghost would be whole again if I'd done that.
Not necessarily.
I wouldn't trade...
You wouldn't trade a world unless it would bring back your friend, huh?
The person that I was then wouldn't have.
What if there was a chance?
To bring them back?
Yeah, what if it was a world for only a chance that your friend survives? No matter what happens, that if you agree to this, the world is gone. But your friend may or may not come back.
I don't know. I was trying to help. We were trying to fix the world when they were broken. And I think doing that would... I think they would hate me if I'd done that. Which doesn't mean I wouldn't have. But it does mean that it would have been a dishonor to what we were trying to do.
Have you ever thought that maybe some worlds don't deserve to be saved?
What do you mean?
I mean, I said the thing that was wrong about the note I found was the clear sense of guilt.
I do remember that.
If I had, I don't know, chosen to erase it,
Chosen to
I
destroy
feel like
your world.
I wouldn't have allowed myself to feel that guilt. I wouldn't have deserved it.
That makes sense. So you probably didn't
Much
choose
less
it.
to write it down.
You probably didn't choose it unless you're playing some very complicated mind games with yourself.
Which I would do.
Yeah, that seems about right. I don't know. August.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like all of these pieces are crashing around in my head. And there's not enough. You can't break a curse without knowledge. There's not enough ground to stand on. Maybe my world is gone. Maybe this is just some mockery to taunt upon me. Maybe I chose this, maybe I didn't. Maybe the thing that I should be focused on is getting home. Maybe the thing that I should be focused on is fixing them. Fixing my ghost. But I don't know what to do.
There isn't anything to do, Gawain. It's, I guess, just what you want to do and what you think you should do. And we're the only ones here. And there's... Should do doesn't matter.
There's no one else watching.
Exactly. What's that? There's the old character experiment about, like, bullying in kids and seeing if the behavior changes when an adult is out of the room, and the whole thing about how, oh, it says something about, like, manipulation or, like, sorry.
No,
that was a bit of a nung.
It's interesting.
Something about how people can be good only when other people are watching, and I kind of bullshit. I think people only feel obligated to uphold society's good when that society is watching, and if that society isn't watching, then there's nothing for that you need to do. There are definitely times when if I could have gone back and destroyed my home, I would have.
Seems warranted in some ways. I don't know. I want to fix things. I want to help people. I believe that curse breaking is worthwhile. I want to understand what this world is. I want to understand. I guess.
Me too. I kind of had a person like your ghost.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they're not screaming in my ear right now, like yours might be doing.
I'm glad.
But the parallels are there. Having someone that you devoted yourself to full-heartedly, and who you think has devoted themselves to you back.
Who you think?
They were the one that got me killed.
They killed you.
They're also the one who got me saved.
On
because
purpose.
They couldn't make up their own goddamn mind.
That's perverse.
I thought, after that they had chosen me instead of, I don't know, the rules and the customs the world had placed on them.
Everyone else.
And I couldn't remember my home, and I couldn't remember how to get back to it. But I knew that they'd know where I was. I assumed they'd dump off all the failures in the same spot. And I waited there, and I waited there, and they never came.
They never came? That's
what...
It's a betrayal.
No, that's what everyone does in the right situation, in the right circumstances. I should have expected it. I expect it now, but...
No. you shouldn't have to expect that. Not of someone who's sworn themselves to you. Not of someone you trust. That's not okay. That's not all right.
I think you know the most about what someone is when they're at their ugliest. And that's part of the reason why I try to push so many buttons. I want to see what someone is really like. You know.
Yeah. I do know.
Right, well, you said you wanted information on this world. You said you wanted information on what got us here. You said you wanted, on the Bone Pass, you wanted information there.
I do.
Do you want information now?
Of course. You've walked me into a very pretty turn of phrase there.
I have, haven't I?
You're quite good at it.
Thank you. I am very curious.
What does it mean if... I'm going to say something very selfish. What if I don't... I think I enjoy. I have enjoyed. I do enjoy.
Those are some verb conjugations, yes.
I do enjoy. One moment. I do enjoy having friends.
Wow, that took a lot of lead up just to say that thing that most people agree with.
I
mean, take your time. I'm here to support you.
If I knew what was written there, if Cursebreaker partnerships are all-encompassing. I think I told you that.
Life partner type of thing?
Exactly.
You sure you weren't in love with them?
I didn't say I wasn't. I
Hard thing to define, I guess.
Hard to define.
All right, you want to say something. You want to say something selfish. Gwen, you know me. I'm one of the most selfish people you've ever met.
I know, but I worry that it's...
Gwen, I get people angry at me for fun. I try to see what will make them hate me for the science of it all. There is literally nothing you can tell me.
Hang on, sorry, one
that
sec.
I haven't already considered.
I have to figure out how to ban someone from my chat.
Oh no. I don't know what happened.
Let's see. I don't have my... I'm so sorry.
Right, I'll go be angsty in this corner, then just call me back when you need me.
So sorry. Thank you. Give me my dashboard.
You know, this works as a very nice slime farm.
Yeah, it does. There's quite a lot of slimes down here.
Yeah, I hadn't intended it to be like that, but now, like, unlimited goop. I'm sure the redstoners will be happy.
Yeah. Please let me... There we go. All right, we're good.
We're back.
We're back.
Let me just eat this carrot very loudly. Blah 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 blah. Selfish. I make people hate me for fun. Continue.
Oh, that was like the worst time troll. It's kind of upsetting. Okay. Okay. Oh God,
I got you.
motherfucker.
I got you.
I think that if I knew that name, if you told me what it was, I worry that it would take away everything. That
Okay.
I wouldn't.
No matter what you learn about them for the time being, they're still not going to be here. They're going to be just as fragmented and suffering as they always were.
It's true, and I want them here.
Do you? If you don't even want their name, are you sure you want them?
I don't know. They are very. And someone can only experience the world through you, and they're hurting. I don't know how things would be if they actually were here. I don't know if we could be what we were again. Which doesn't mean I'm not going to stop trying to help them. Get them back.
Have you been looking into ways to kill them with as much zeal as you have looking into ways to save them?
No, of course not.
Maybe consider.
No,
That might be the only way to help them.
I hope that it's not. But I see your point. Okay.
Okay?
Information is a net positive.
Yep.
Can you read me the name?
I thought you were never going to ask. All right. So it's a little bit hard to make out. I think it's a bit of an unusual name, but I'll spell it, I guess, and then give my best attempt at pronunciation.
All right.
Yeah, after I do it, you tell me if anything starts to glitch out. I've got my notebook handy. I can. Right. Anyway. Underneath the word Gawain, pretty handwritten, by the way, we have INRED. Inred? Inred? Indrid?
Inred.
You heard me.
Inred. Inred?
You heard me. Inred.
Inred? That... It sounds right. Inred? Can you hear me? Inred? Yes, you have a name.
Do they like it?
I don't know. It's just the name over and over again. Yes. It's theirs. Thank you, August.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. If you didn't want me to, I was planning on guilting you about it. But so you shouldn't be that thankful.
Sometimes you're honest when I least expect you to be.
No, you see, listen, I approach friends with this situation. I'd be like, Gawain, you know I have the power to say this at any time, type of thing. Blah 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 blah. I have leverage over you. Ooh.
Oh, I would prefer if you didn't. I thought about asking.
And then I'd be like, something about morals, and then like something about how your society's messed up, and then eventually we'd circle back around to like how a name has a lot of metaphorical meanings, but right now it can just be a name if you want it to be. And even if they come back, we can quarantine them off.
We don't have to
And then-
speak to them.
We don't have to speak to them, no. If you've decided it's not time for your weird codependent relationship, even if we save them, we can keep them away.
That's true. That's true.
A name is not a promise.
A name is
A name is an
promise.
identifier.
You're right.
And I really wanted to know if what the void did was permanent.
I suppose that means it's not.
Yeah, no, we can... Theoretically, we can fix people.
We can fix people. August, we can fix people. We can help.
Oh,
We can,
there's a new one.
we can solve things. Maybe not
That
everything.
That one I'm over. Familiar with.
Oh.
You know, speaking of lost memories, I wonder about the others sometimes.
What do you wonder?
Well, there are people who are so determined to find their way to a home that they don't even remember. What if it was awful?
That's a good point.
Right? What if it was worse than post-apocalyptic? What if, I don't know, blood rolled in the streets and they hated everyone who ever lived there?
Well, I suppose they'd want the memories anyway, so they could make an informed choice.
They're phrasing it as a choice, though. They're phrasing it as an inevitability.
They will make it home.
Yes. They're so focused. They're so focused on making it home, they've never stopped to wonder if that's actually what they want.
It feels like what I said about information. That you can't... Oh, so sorry. That what's important is they want to go home because that's the only... They know they have a home. And that's the only steady ground that they're standing on. It could be awful, but as long as they don't remember, it could be wonderful as well.
Yeah. I sort of feel like a grass is greener on the other side type of thing.
Exactly. And that's the
Like,
only
I understand
thing that they
wanting to
know is
know.
theirs.
I don't understand making a decision without having the facts first, though.
Oh dear. bit unsteady.
Well, that's reasonable.
I don't know either. Did you want to go home before you remembered? Did you remember? How much did you remember before you started remembering more? Before you started jumping?
Sorry, I was thinking more about the void and the things it takes, and
Of course. Did I go
I was
too-
wondering, we won't know it for sure, but the people who have homes out there and want to be there, I'm wondering if the void, if they still have an impression of what it was like, and that's part of the reason they're so, I don't know, desperate to go back.
Oh no.
Or if it's just something that it gave everyone as sort of like
An anchor.
an anchor or something to or that's a nicer way to say it. Or something to mock them with. Like, oh, we know what you felt about your home, but this is what you feel now. Like even your own emotions you don't have any control over.
It's ascribing a lot of will to it. Or a lot of malevolent intent.
I think it's malevolent necessarily. It could
That
just
would
be doing
just
what's
to hurt
interesting.
people. Oh, interesting, malevolent. The eye of the beholder. Where are
No,
you?
I accidentally fell to my death, so I am now back at the waterfall to go up.
Ah, got it. I'm at the top of the
Where?
waterfall.
Oh, you are at the top. I will no longer fall to my death. I'm very brave. I know how to swim.
I believe in you, wholeheartedly.
Thank you. You should. You should. I fell.
Oh no.
I fell back into the waterfall though.
Good, not
Don't
the
worry.
void.
Not to worry. No, I wasn't as put off by the haven and the memory gaps as most people were.
I noticed that.
It's because I think it's because I'm used to it.
Because you've had your memories taken before.
Mm-hmm.
That's tremendously fucked.
You swore at me. You never do that. I mean, you do sometimes, but
I do think it's fucked.
thank you for your support, your unending support, Gawain.
I prefer to be genteel most of the time.
And it is a bit fucked. Or maybe not. Maybe it was useful, actually. I'm better I'm better adjusted here than most people seem to be.
Something can be useful and also fucked.
Yeah, but if something's useful, you tend to look past the fuckness and onto the overall purposeness of it all.
I suppose that's true.
Well, thank you for going back down there with me.
Of course.
We know things now.
We do. Thank you for reading it for me. Found our way around some part of the void.
Yeah, thank you for asking for it to be read.
Denying you torturing me with it.
I mean, I don't know if I'd put it. No, that was pretty spot on. Never mind. Yes.
I thought about asking you to keep it for me, but I care about you for reasons other than information that you know or don't know, or connections to people that I used to know. And I want to keep it that way.
More information than just your ghost.
More importance than just my ghost.
I didn't even think of that one from my angle. Damn.
Really? You were quite insistent about it in the waypoint the other day.
No. I meant for this particular conversation.
I see. Well,
About how you giving it to me meant. Because I knew it, and the burden of information.
the burden of information. Well, that's one to keep in your pocket.
Sorry. Goodbye. Good day, and thank you.
Goodbye.
I'm glad I could help.
Thank you for taking me back down there. Well, that was certainly interesting. Inred? In red. Alright. I wasn't expecting to do that much lore, but that was a lot of fun. Ah. Ah. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Wow, I really I almost cried. Oh, wow. Thank you. Oh, thank you for all the hugs and the applause. Oh, I wasn't expecting to do that tonight, but it was a lot of fun. Chill stream, you said, and then emotionally devastated all of us. Look, listen, I didn't even know anyone was going to be on. I was like, it's 9 p.m., it's 9:30 p.m., on a Sunday night, people got things going on, I'm going to work on my basement. And then everyone was here, and it was so much fun. Maybe I should have changed the stream title when I knew we were going to do lore, though, but you know, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. That was really the first, also that was yeah, that was really some ill-timed harassment that happened in the middle of that. But luckily my spam filter, or my bot filter, caught most of it, so won't have any more of that. But thank you so much. Oh my god, it's late. It's late, so I'm going to probably end stream here, but I really, really appreciate all of you tuning in. Yeah, I hate that guy. No, none for that. None for that individual. I really appreciate you all tuning in. Let's see, trying to make my brain work. I will be streaming on 8:30 on Wednesday. Me and Fiak will be finishing Return of the Obra Dinn, and I think we'll be finishing it. Hopefully we'll be finishing it. I'm trying to remember if anyone else on Haven is doing lore that I know of yet this week. I don't know yet. I've got some things in the works, but I don't have any concrete plans yet. I don't have any concrete times or dates yet, so I think Aster will maybe also be streaming later this week, so keep an eye on their channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you have a fantastic night. Wait, actually, is anybody else streaming right now? I want to see. I've been trying to get better at remembering to raid if people are alive. So let's just see if there's anybody. Oh, there's nobody that I know who's live right now, so I think it's not a night to be adventurous. I'm gonna just end it here. Have a great time, and thank you so much for tuning in, Novi and Frey. It was really cool to see you in chat. Good night. Good night. Good night. I hope have a good night. And I will see you next time.